to see a thrill. We didn't get wet, we didn't dirt. Our aspirations are wrapped up in books.
Hello everyone, so as promised, a review on the Heir, which I finished about a week ago. I went book shopping a few days ago and I bought 3 new books and I finished one of them, so I'll talk about that one as well. So first off, The Heir by Cinda Chima was amazing. It was the perfect end to a trilogy. I heard a lot of complaints about the ending. I think that's because I heard a lot of complaints about it and I expected it to be really bad, that I didn't think it was so horrible. It was a very abrupt ending, I must say, though. I thought we'd get a little bit more explanation on Maddie and her certain things with Barber, and I just thought we'd get like a little bit longer of a closure with that. But it wasn't bad, and it was good to know that everyone had a happy ending. I don't know why everyone's so upset with happy endings all the time, like the end of Harry Potter, the end of Breaking Dawn. Everyone's like, oh, it was too happy, it was too perfect. Well, I think that after like trilogies and hard work and all of that, people like deserve a happy ending. Loved The Heir. Like I said, please read these books, guys, or at least look into them. The Warrior, The Wizard Heir, and The Heir. They're really, really good. I found that most of the fan base, in my opinion, is males. I think that it's because these fantasy novels focus less on romance and more on like the action and the fantasy of it all, which I find really interesting. So in a way, it has slight romances. There's character, romances and relationships, but it's not like overdone to the point where it's a romance fantasy. It's mostly just a fantasy novel, and really good. I absolutely love this book. I was really, really glad about Alicia Middleton in it, and I'm not going to give away too much. There was some character deaths that I was not happy about, but I mean, you can't have all happy endings. Someone has to die. I mean, it's really unrealistic if you have this big battle and only like one side loses everyone. Check out the Heir trilogy. It's really, 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 really good. The other book I finished was Vampire Kisses by Schreiber. It's a really light read. It's about 300 pages-ish, 250, 300. It was only $5.99, and if it was a little more than that, I probably wouldn't have got it, because the only vampire-ish novels I've read were Twilight, which of course I love. And I thought that this one was maybe trying to be Twilight in a way. I'm not sure which one came first. I think this is 2003 or 5. There's a girl, Raven, and a guy, vampire, Alexander Sterling. My favorite line in the book is actually in the very beginning of the book. I want a relationship I can finally sink my teeth into. Alexander Sterling. And I think that's what got me. I knew reading it that it would definitely be different. I know that you have the vampires and all that and the romance, but you also have just 2 completely different characters. I mean, one's a girl, one's a vampire, but they're different. The thing I really liked about this book is that the main character, Raven, was not Bella. If anyone has a problem with Bella, even in the slightest bit, with her narration or her personality and the fact that she kind of doesn't really have one, you will like this, because Raven has a lot of personality and it's nice to read. Someone that is so lively and does so many different things and just doesn't care. I really liked that about her. And Alexander, not as tempting and loving as Edward Cullen, but I think with more in this series, I think I'll get to the point where I'm like, oh, Alexander versus Edward. You never know. So, yeah, I really liked this book a lot. And there's 5 of them. The next one's called Kissing Coffins, and they're really cheap and they're really light reads, and so I'm totally gonna go out and buy the other 4, because I read this in like a day and I absolutely I couldn't go to bed. So that's when you know it's a good book. So please check out, of course, the Heir series, and if you want, or you're into Twilight in the least or in the smallest bit into Twilight, you should definitely pick up Vampire Kisses, because it's really, really good. And it's light read, it's fun, and the rest of them are going to be good. I'll be reviewing the rest of them because I'm going to go pick up the rest of them once I finish these books I just bought.